Okay, juniors, just in case you were taking a look at number 10 and you were dying to know how this one works, it is kind of tricky, so I thought I'd better come up with an answer for you about what's going on in this one. In number 10, on page 87, according to Sulliway, is a prepositional phrase. So again, with clauses, we don't care about prepositional phrases. We're going to start out with this little clause right here. Whoever is born first into a family. We've got our subject, whoever. We've got our verb, is born. And we've got some modifiers, describers there, first into a family. That person, whoever is born first into a family, that's your subject of the sentence. And he or she identifies. So in your yellow noun clause there, your yellow noun clause is the subject of the sentence. Once again, this independent clause here cannot stand alone because it needs this dependent clause as its subject. He identifies as the verb of the main clause, but the subject of the main clause is this dependent clause right here. So, whoever is born first into a family, what do? They identify. How do they identify? They identify strongly with established authority. And then you have another clause here. While later born children are family underdogs. That is a different kind of a noun, or a different kind of a clause there. That one is actually an adverb clause. It is telling you while or how someone born first into a family identifies. So it does start with while, which is one of our WH words. There is a subject, there is a verb, so it is a dependent clause, but it's not a noun. It's not a person, place, thing, or idea. It's a describing clause. It describes how or why someone born first into a family identifies. They identify while later born children are underdogs. This other clause here at the end, the blue one here, is another dependent clause. It starts with who, and who is the subject of this dependent clause, and tend is the verb. So who tend to question authority, that is your dependent clause, and it is an adjective. It's describing which underdogs. What kind of underdogs? Which underdogs? The underdogs who tend to question authority. So what you got here is this yellow clause on top is the subject of your sentence. That one is a noun clause. The next one, the green one is, I'm just going to put this over here. The green one is actually an adverb clause because it's describing how or why someone identifies. And then the blue one at the end is an adjective clause because it is describing those underdogs, which underdogs. So that's a really, really complicated sentence with a prepositional phrase, a noun clause, the independent clause stuck in the middle, depending on the dependent clause for its subject, an adverb clause, and an adjective clause. That is like college level stuff. Yay. And that's it for noun clauses. I hope you can try your assignment. It's on page 600. It is set 3 noun clauses. Just follow the directions. Let me know if you have questions. Bye-bye.